your greens. Oh no, Lisa, not that. Yes, my friends. Challenge of month 5, eat your greens. Why? Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the important green compound that acts as your internal healer, cleanser, antiseptic, cell stimulator, rejuvenator, and red blood cell builder. The greener the leaves, the more concentrated the amount of chlorophyll. Taken consistently in sufficient amounts, chlorophyll has these powerful remedial effects. 1. Increases red blood cell counts. 2. Alleviates blood sugar problems. 3. Improves bowel functions. 4. Reduces or eliminates body odors. 5. Relieves gastric ulcers. 6. Greatly relieves respiratory troubles like asthma and sinusitis. 7. Detoxifies and cleanses. 8. Reduces inflammation pain. 9. Melts away toxic fats. 10. Kills bacteria and wounds, speeds up healing. 11. Soothes painful hemorrhoids. 12. Improves milk production in lactating mothers. Are you surprised by all that plant greens can do for your health? It's real medicine. The single biggest game changer in improving my diet and gaining optimal health was to add a green juice smoothie into my daily routine. No doubt about it. My level of energy increased, my skin became more radiant, my moods more balanced, I became more resistant to illness and was better able to maintain my weight, even going through the challenges of menopause. Juicing allows us to eat a bigger variety of vegetables in bigger quantities, which in turn leaves us better hydrated, better nourished, and feeling on top of the world. Green vegetable juice smoothies could be life changers for you too. I juice with my blender, which technically makes it a smoothie. I don't get as nutrient dense a drink as I would with a juicer, but in my case, my body loves the fiber. The extra fiber really makes me feel better. Dietary fiber aids in digestion, helps regulate blood sugar levels, and keeps you feeling full longer. Plays a vital role in eliminating toxins as a result of regular bowel movements. When the blood sugar is successfully controlled and regulated, you will lose excess weight and more easily maintain a healthy body. Getting started. I've been making this juice for myself, 5 mornings a week for 3 years now. It really works for me. So here it is. Blend together a half a peeled lemon, a chunk of peeled ginger, 1 celery stalk, a half a cucumber, unpeeled if organic, a half a cup organic apple, mango, or pear juice, and zit, zit, zit in the blender. Add a big handful of spinach, a handful of kale, and a small handful of parsley. Add water. And blend. Pour it into your cup. And dilute with more water if the juice is too thick. You can pour it into your mason jar or 2 and drink gradually. You can also add more juice if you'd like it to be a little sweeter. This may be too radical for most of you. I'm going to be offering some other simpler juices in the coaching and in the activity guide. Use organic products for your juices as often as possible. I also love to make salads that are much more than lettuce leaves. I add a variety of finely chopped or grated raw vegetables, as well as some nuts and nutritional yeast. I then toss it with a simple vinaigrette, olive oil, organic apple cider vinegar, brag, and finely chopped garlic. Delicious. I hope you'll join me in this Healthy Lifestyle Habits Challenge and change your life for the better, one little step at a time. Bon appétit, as Julia Child would say. Month 5, Week 1. Hi, everyone. This month, my guest is Frances Michelson. Hi, Frances.
Hi, Lisa.
Frances is a licensed naturopath, personal trainer, and self-avowed healthaholic. She'll be sharing her knowledge and expertise in order to help us meet our Eat Your Greens challenge. So, Frances, tell us, why is it so important to eat greens?
Well, greens have all the essential minerals that we need. They're full of calcium, sodium, magnesium, potassium, and they help to build iron in the body.
Aha. Iron. Often people who are anemic have an iron deficiency, so that's a way to augment your iron in your body.
Absolutely. You know, and iron attracts oxygen. So very often when people are anemic, they're tired. So with more greens, with attracting the oxygen, they have more energy naturally.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. So let's see, you talked about minerals, and the minerals are important in the body. Why?
Well, they're the building block for our cells. Without minerals, cells have that's what they need to perform. That's what they need to do their job. That's what they need to produce hormones. That's their food. We need nutrients. The cells need the minerals.
Aha, that's good. And those minerals also, there's a variety of minerals. So that's why you've talked about eating whole foods, because that way you can get many different minerals in at the same time.
Exactly. For example, you know, we never like to take something in isolation or eat anything in isolation, because in order for the body to absorb calcium, it needs magnesium and potassium. So when we know we're getting a variety of greens like kale, celery, cucumber, etc., we know we're getting this variety.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Well, some people have trouble digesting vegetables. What's that from? Why is that a problem?
Well, maybe it's because they've been eating cooked food for way too long. You know, maybe their stomach, the cells of their stomach have become lazy. Who knows what they've been feeling in digestion. I've heard that too. So it's good to start slowly with people like that. You have to either incorporate, when you're doing some juicing, maybe combine a bit of vegetables with fruit or what have you, but it's better to start slowly, combine some cooked with some raw, because raw can get, you know, let's face it, raw is energy. So it can often, you know, quick start the stomach too quickly. They can either feel bloated or have to run to the washroom too quickly.
Yeah, it's a little hard for their system.
Could be, it could be, yeah.
So there's a difference between juices and smoothies. But before we get to that, I want to be clear here. We're talking about eating raw vegetables.
We're eating
not
raw?
Cooked vegetables.
Exactly. We're talking about introducing more raw into everyone's diet, because with cooked food, the heat destroys the enzymes. And the enzymes is the life force for our cells. The enzymes are everything. We consider enzymes to be both catabolic, remember that word, and anabolic.
So tell us what that means,
All right.
Frances.
So catabolic is breaking down structures, and that's what digestion is all about. It's all about breaking down these huge structures into smaller elements. When I say huge structures, I mean food, into smaller elements so that they can be absorbed by our little itty bitty cells. When we talk about anabolic, which is building, these are the building blocks that the cells need to perform.
Good.
Yeah. So, you know, I'll tell you an interesting little fact. A red blood cell, for example, lives 120 days. Anybody can Google that. And it dies. But it regenerates right away if it's fed what it needs. And it needs the life force of the enzymes.
Great. So we have juices and we have smoothies. So smoothies are different from juices because they keep the fiber. Why is that fiber so important?
Well, fiber is so important to help keep our colon clean. It acts like that little intestinal broom. Exactly. And you know, people get a little shy. They don't like to talk about their bowels. But I see so much constipation, and that comes from eating too many cooked foods, not enough fiber.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. So we should make a juice. What do you think?
I'd love to. I have everything right here.
Yeah, look at this. We have a beet, black kale, celery, some turmeric, ginger, carrots, and cucumber. But you can't just use any juicer. You can't use a blender to make a juice.
No,
you need
no.
a juice extractor.
You need to get a juicer, and I want to say that you need to get a good juicer. The reason for that is there's two main reasons why you need a good juicer. If you buy a juicer that's called, I believe it's a centrifuge juicer, where everything is it's extracted from one motor, it's too quick, so it destroys the enzymes.
Yeah, the heat.
The heat.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you really defeat the purpose in the juicing. Versus something that has what we call twin gear, and the extraction is much slower. It's funny because you're going to see when we do it, it doesn't seem slower, but it is. So there's no heat.
Okay.
So the juice is so healthy and
Let's see this.
ready.
What are you going to put this juice into here?
So I'm going to get behind me. There's a container.
I see here the ginger. You're not taking the skin off. The ginger.
Never.
These are organic. This is all organic. And the reason why we're using organic is because it has more minerals in it, and also they don't use the pesticides and other type of...
Right. It comes from a healthier soil. It's safer. And you know what? I challenge anybody to try the difference. It tastes way better.
I agree. It tastes much better.
All right. So are you ready?
Yeah. What are you going to put the juice into? We have to put it into something.
Yeah, no, I have it. I have it right behind me.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Here, this. Let me get it here. This? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is fun.
Isn't it exciting?
Juice. I do.
All right.
I think I love juicing. I just love juices, smoothies.
Oh, yeah, and I wanted to add to getting a juicer that you pay a little bit more money for. It's also easier to clean.
Oh, yeah, that's really important because
So,
if it takes too much time or it's too much effort, you know what happens. We don't do it. Okay, let's see this baby work.
watch. So I don't even have to cut. With a good juicer, you don't have to cut the vegetables into small pieces. You can take a whole carrot, just use your little plunger, and watch. You'll see the fiber is going to come into this little container right here. And if you notice, I like to alternate. I'll put a hard leafy green. Actually, let's take a little turmeric here. But I will alternate a soft vegetable with a hard vegetable. Look, do you see the fiber, Lisa?
Yeah, that's good.
Isn't it
So why
cool?
the turmeric?
Oh, the turmeric is so great for inflammation. Mm-hmm. And let's face it, everybody has a little bit of inflammation. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. And beets? Beets, what are they?
Beets! It's cleansing liver time.
This time of the spring. We're spring here, so time to clean your liver. Good,
So-
smells good too.
Doesn't it smell great? And you see how simple this is?
Yeah, it's good.
In a few minutes, we'll have a delicious juice. And that's the other thing about a juicer that's a little bit pricier, a little bit higher end. You don't have to remove the skin.
Yeah. Well, aren't there vitamins and minerals? Oops,
You bet.
in the skin.
Oh, got too excited here.
Concentrate, Francis. So just to be clear, the main difference between a juicer and a juice and a smoothie is that the juice extractor separates the nutrients from the fibers, whereas the blender keeps the fibers. And the main difference is that when you juice, you get many more nutrients.
Well, you can drink more at one time.
You can drink more at one time.
because you can't possibly consume all this fiber at one time. You'll blow up,
yeah.
you know.
Whereas with the blender, though, you get to keep the fiber, which is good for your digestion. So both are good. Both are
Both
important.
are great. You bet. Getting thirsty?
Yeah, I can't wait to taste this. Once you get into the habit of doing it, it becomes an automatic, and you get so much pleasure actually even cutting and preparing the vegetables, because you know that what it is that you're going to be putting into your body is not only good for you, but it tastes so good and it gives you instant energy. Whether it be the smoothie, which we're going to make next, or the juice, you know, at first, when you're first learning these things, it takes longer, but over time, it's quicker, and it's a pleasure to take such good care of yourself.
Yeah, it truly overpowers you, and before you know it, you're just almost addicted to making it every day. It's so delicious, and you just feel the benefits for sure.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Good.
So you ready to juice? You ready to have some?
Yeah, I want to taste some.
Awesome.
I love red just as much as I love green. Cheers to you, everybody. I'm going to have a sip of this. And you know, you may not have a juicer yet. You know, some of us can have juice bars. It's good to go to the juice bar and have a juice or make your own. But if you can't make your own, use the blender, and that's what we're going to show you next.
It's very good.
Powerful.
Taste the ginger?
Yeah, ginger. If you're not used to ginger, you may put a little less in the beginning. Okay.